All right, you manufacturing maniacs, prepare for some mind melting truth. One company doubled factory output without adding a single machine or a single person. Because it turns out that maximum capacity is a comfortable lie that operation tells itself while opportunity escapes. They discovered that busy workers and running machines were masquerading as productivity, while actual output limped along like a three legged turtle. The capacity illusion convinced them they were full when they were really foolishly inefficient. Hello, I'm Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, CEO of the Stagnation Assassins, and the executive director of the Stagnation Intelligence Agency. As always, this will be a fast paced, bold, in your face episode where we will help teach you and all the aspiring stagnation assassins out there how to declare war on stagnation. If you have issues with factories running at quote unquote full capacity while competitors outproduce you, in this podcast, you will discover the four dimensions of true capacity beyond just equipment. You'll discover how flexible automation multiplies output and why the 7 laws of capacity optimization unlock hidden capacity potential. Picture this production paradox: manufacturers staring at busy machines and sweating workers declaring we're at capacity, while massive productivity potential passes them by. They confuse motion with progress, activity with achievement. The capacity confusion creates corporate catastrophe. Companies believe that capacity equals equipment capability times hours, but that's wrong. That's like measuring a car's speed by engine size alone, ignoring the driver, the road conditions, and whether you're even pointed at the right direction. I read about this equipment manufacturer with a schizophrenic situation: robotic production lines sitting idle while manual workers pulled 70-hour weeks. Why? Each robot could only produce one product. When demand spiked for product A, that line ran overtime. Meanwhile, product B's multi-million-dollar robot collected dust. They had the capacity of a Formula One car, but the flexibility of a freight train. Here's the hidden hemorrhage: manufacturers accept capacity constraints as laws of physics rather than symptoms of poor thinking. We can only produce X units becomes corporate scripture. Nobody questions it. It's like accepting that you can only eat with one hand because that's how you've always done it. The 4 dimensions of capacity reveal the reality. So there's technical capacity, that's your equipment, and that is just the start. There's operational capacity, and that's how you use it, and that matters more than the equipment. There's manufacturing capacity, decision speed, constraints, everything. And then there's strategic capacity, which is your flexibility, and that really determines your survival. Another company discovered their capacity constraint was actually approval delays. Products sat waiting for quality sign-offs while inspectors attended meetings about improving flow. The machines had capacity. Management was the bottleneck. They were like a race car with a governor installed by bureaucracy. We've all been there. But here's what makes me mental: the overtime orthodoxy. Companies pay 150% wages for overtime to squeeze out 20% more from their existing capacity, rather than finding the 50% improvement hiding in their current operations. They're paying premium pricing for poor planning. Toyota's Georgetown plant proved that point. They increased their capacity by 25% without adding any equipment. How? They questioned every assumption, eliminated every waste, optimized every movement. Same machines, revolutionary results. Toyota was printing profit from productivity. So, time to unleash the hidden capacity within the 3S framework I've developed: sketch, streamline, solve. Start by mapping out the current state across all 4 dimensions and prepare for shocking discoveries. REMs, so retail equipment managers, flexible automation transformation shows the way. We invested, me personally, $2 million modifying robotic lines with flexible end-of-line tooling. The result? Each line could produce multiple SKUs. Suddenly, idle robots became productive powerhouses. Capacity did not increase. Capacity utilization exploded. Strategic shift scheduling is where you stagger shifts so that you can run the equipment maybe 20 hours a day instead of 10. Put more hours where people have their hands on the machine. We increase production by about 35% just by being smart about scheduling. The 7 laws of capacity optimization guide your gains here. So law 1, hidden capacity always exists. Law 2, fix one constraint, wait for the other to appear. That's progress. Law 3, capacity flows like water. You have to direct it wisely. Law 4, flexible capacity beats fixed capacity. Law 5, capacity naturally degrades, so you have to have constant optimization. Law 6, decision speed limits everything. And Law 7, capacity must align with your strategy. Value stream mapping reveals your inside waste. One manufacturer discovered that products traveled about 2 miles through their plants. Reorganizing that flow cut that by 80%, which increased their production time by nearly 30%. But here's the counterintuitive catalyst. Constraints force creativity. When you can't add machines, you must innovate. A food manufacturer facing capacity crisis discovered that they could cook products 20% faster just by adjusting temperature curves. Chemistry knowledge trumped capital expenditure. Management capacity also constrains sometimes more than anything else. So bureaucracy kills. One plant manager gave authority to line workers. Defects dropped 40%. Output increased 25%. The workers had the wisdom. The management had built the wall. And capacity isn't fixed. It's always flexible. It's like water finding cracks. Concrete is the constraint, but water can find the cracks and get through. Think about capacity in that way. Time-based capacity optimization. Strategic partnerships provide surge capacity instead of maintaining excess peaks. You use a partner for flexibility. One manufacturer partnered with complementary companies, shared capacity during different seasonal peaks, and both gained about 30% capacity without any investment. So remember to visit toddhagopian.com for some awesome free content on slaying stagnation, or go straight to the source and visit the world's largest stagnation slaughterhouse being built right now at stagnationassassins.com. Make sure to sign up for updates, follow me on socials, buy our books, do all the things. But most importantly, tune in next time as we continue to declare war on stagnation. Your capacity revolution starts now. Walk your operation tomorrow with fresh eyes. Find 3 constraints that everyone knows limit capacity. Challenge each one. What if they're wrong? This week, test one of those assumptions about your capacity limits. When you discover hidden productivity, you'll never accept we're at capacity again. What accepted constraint is actually just accepted stupidity? Go find it.